fine art, women have never been just a subject to paint. They had always been a mirror to the human spirit, since the first drawings that man left on the faces of the ropes in the walls of the caves. The woman has emerged as a symbol of life, fertility and motherhood, before transforming through the ages into an aesthetic language that expresses the artist's visions of the world. In the European Renaissance, the woman appeared as a model of perfectly balanced beauty, as in the works of Leonardo da Vinci, where the Mona Lisa look and smile became one of the most famous visual enigmas in the history of art. In the 19th century, Pierre-Auguste Renoir painted a woman surrounded by an intimate light that makes color a space for human emotion. But modern art will change this picture. And Pablo Picasso's work, the woman was no longer just a model of beauty, but a visual object that reveals the complexities of the human psyche and the tensions of the modern age. With the 20th century, a woman was no longer just a subject of painting, but an artist who writes her own experience, turning the painting into a biography of humanity. And Plato, when the painting turns into a situation. One of the highlights of these Arab experiments is the experience of the Egyptian artist Engi Efraton, who is one of the influential cultural figures in the history of modern Arabic art. Plato was born in Cairo in 1924, raised in an aristocratic environment, but chose to move early to social justice issues. She studied art by Egyptian artist Kamel Femmessani, and was influenced by the surreal movements in her beginnings, before developing a special style that blended color expression and human commitment. Art for her was not just a search for beauty, but a means of understanding society and defending the craftsman. That's why she got involved in political and social activity, until she was arrested in the late 50s. In prison, I painted a number of works that embody the lives of prisoners, turning the painting into a profound human testimony of pain and resilience. After me, when released from prison, the business headed towards the Egyptian countryside. The women working in the field painted more bright and lively colors. At that point, the woman in her paintings became a symbol of strength, dignity and work, not just an aesthetic subject. That's why Plato is today one of the most important Arab artists who combined art and cultural attitude, women and Saudi visual arts. In Saudi Arabia, the portrait of women and visual art has emerged since the beginnings of the modern art movement, where a number of pioneers, including Sophia bin Zakia, have taken her presence presence as part of social life and popular memory. In the works of Saudi female artists, we find interest in the popular life and human faces belonging to the Arab environment, where women appear in the social and cultural landscape of the old city, as well as a modern vision of the Saudi man and his relationship with land and identity. Contexts in which women are geared as a symbol of belonging and memory art. But the most important shift in the Saudi visual landscape is the emergence of the Saudi artist herself. As a cultural activist, names of women who contributed to building the formative movement and in the documentation of social memory have emerged. And in their presence, the artists Safia bin Zakir, Munira Mosley, Nala Mosley, Fawzia Abdellatif, Sharifa Al-Sadiri, and others who have dedicated their experiences to documenting the local Saudi heritage, where women appeared in their paintings in their traditional clothes and their ancient social presence. The visual arena in recent decades has also witnessed a number of Saudi female artists who have moved towards modernity and experimentation, where their works address issues of identity, social transformations, and cultural memory in a contemporary visual language. And this is how women in Saudi art transform from a picture inside a painting to an artistic voice that participates in shaping the cultural landscape. International Women's Day. Art as an acknowledgement of human beauty. On March 8th each year, the world celebrates International Women's Day, a day that symbolizes appreciation of the contributions of women in building societies and in the course of human civilization. In the field of art, this day represents an occasion to reflect on the role that women have played in visual creativity. She has, throughout history, been an inspiration to artists, and then later became an artist who creates her own language and adds to art new insights. Art is at its core an open human dialogue, and the presence of a woman enriches this dialogue and gives it a broader human depth. The woman, the picture of life. As we reflect on the history of fine art, we realize that a woman was not just an aesthetic form inside the painting. She was always the bearer of the meaning of life. Its features store the memory of society, and its presence in art reflects the transformations of culture and human consciousness. This is why it can be said that the portrait of a woman in art is not just an optical subject, but the story of the man himself, the story of his constant search for beauty, freedom, and the meaning that gives life its value.